Top of the evening from the bottom of the world.
It's the Push Project, Day 3.
Alright, this is Doug South with the Push, and we are at Camp 2. We got dropped off early yesterday, earlier than our original plan, so it's sort of a bonus. We had we slept in till about midday today, or at least till 9 anyway, but we didn't get out of the tent till 12, and it was actually a day that it was sunny at the beginning, and then pretty much whiteout conditions all day long for navigation for me, and it was... we did pretty good. We're currently at 89.04044 south and west 08828.348. So we did 4.24 nautical miles in 7 hours today, and we're 56 nautical miles from the pole. So pretty stoked about that, other than the whiteout, and hopefully that weather changes for us. And I think everybody had a good day, and I'm going to pass the phone over to Mr. Tom. Hey, John, this is Tal.
Hey, Tal. We've got some exciting questions for you from the Kentfield School in Kentfield, California, which is up in the San Francisco area.
So that's awesome. That's the middle school that I graduated from. I was there in 1986, 7, 8, and 9.
That is terrific. Well, we've got some smart kids.
Talking to my alma mater. That's pretty cool. Right on.
We've got some smart kids up there, and they've asked some really amazing questions. I have about 26 here. I'm just going to shoot a couple over to you.
I'll do my best. Science and math weren't my specialty back then, but I'll see if I can answer something for you.
Okay. Well, this one comes from Nathan, and he says, "How do you know when the day is over if it's always sunny?"
That's a good question. Well, Nathan, the question was, how do you know that the day is over if it's always sunny? That's what we brought our watches for. In addition to that, so you can always double check by looking at your watch, but basically the sun down here, it's really interesting. It's the first time I've ever seen it in my life. I imagine it does the same thing up in the northern latitudes also, but it basically does a huge circle over your head all day. It starts at, let's say it starts right in front of you, and then it goes all the way around clockwise, and winds up back in the same place 24 hours later. So that's how you know that it's been a complete day.
How low in the sky is the sun?
Let's see. Hard to give a quantitative answer to that. But it's if it was right ahead of you and you look straight ahead, I'd say it's about if you put your hand on the horizon line, it's about 2 hands high.
Okay.
A hand and a half.
That's a great description to a not so easy question. Okay, so Henry, again from the Kentfield School, asks, what do you eat, and are you enjoying your expedition?
Great. Well, good timing on that question. As far as what we eat, we're having a really, really good dinner right now. And the way the dinner works is Doug works with a company out in Colorado and actually designs these dehydrated meals for our dinner. And each one comes in they're meant to serve 2 people, but we combine them into one because we're so hungry and we're burning so many calories throughout the day. So we pack 2 servings into a big, huge mug, and we fill that with hot water. And, tonight I'm having some kind of chicken noodle deal, and one of the other guys, Tom, what are you having? You're having a chicken curry.
Mm-hmm.
I saw there's some stroganoff, there's some risotto. Yeah. So it's really cool. It's you basically cooking at night just involves boiling water, and then you pour the water into these mugs, and you eat some really, really good food. In the morning we have oatmeal, just like at home. Coffee, tea, no juice or anything like that out here. And then snacks throughout the day. We don't really sit down and have an actual lunch, but we do snacks throughout the day, and we've got the full range. We have one of my favorite things is actually a company that's also down in Marin, not too far away from Kent Middle School. It's a company called Navitas Naturals, and they make this really good superfood stuff that is really, really high calorie and nutrient dense. It's all natural and gluten free, and just gives you a ton of energy. It's been really good to snack on. And then the other thing that we kind of look forward to is another company that's helping us out, also from Colorado, called Justin's Peanut Butter Cups. So it's kind of like a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup, but it's made with all healthy, natural ingredients, no artificial sugars or flavors or anything like that. So that's kind of a nice treat at the end of the day.
Well, it's almost dinner time around here. You're making me awfully hungry. It sounds like you're eating extremely well, which I'm
Yeah, you
pleased
should
about.
stop by. I've got some extra noodles here.
Yeah, I'll be down in a few
Pretty
hours.
good.
Terrific. Well, Tal, thank you so much for your time. We wish you the best of luck tomorrow and can't wait to catch up again. I'm not sure if
Yeah,
anybody.
absolutely. Thanks for putting me on with the kids at Kent Middle School. That's we did a presentation there about a month ago and had a great time, and it's really cool to be interacting with them. And I'm glad I was the one to take those questions.
Well, we have a series of questions throughout your trip that we'll continue to ask from your old school.
Awesome. Keep them coming. I can put Grant on if you'd like. He's right on the other side of the tent from me.
Yeah, absolutely. Love to speak with Grant.
Okay, well, let's wrap up the call with Grant. Here he is. Thanks,
Okay,
Tom.
thanks, Tal.
Good evening, John. How are you?
Hello, Grant. Again, I think the question is, how are you? How was the trek today? Was it somewhat exhausting, or was it a little bit of a trial run, which was a piece of cake for you?
You know, honestly, my default setting is to tell you how awesome I feel and how incredible the day was. I love that response because in general that's the way it is. And the truth is, right now I am smoked. I'm completely exhausted. We put it on hard today, and you know, for me, it's ironic. You know, when we talked to you yesterday, we had just jumped out of that DC-3. In comes the sat phone, we're talking, and we hung up the phone. I turned and I took the very first push stroke of the expedition, not 5 minutes after we talked. And immediately I knew just how incredibly difficult this snow is going to be for me. It's, if I could liken it to something, it's like having Velcro on top of styrofoam. And, my sit ski, it's full friction to push through. So every single stroke is a complete full body, all out, just exertion. And the awesome part is I've trained for this. I've put in my time at the gym and in therapy and in recovery, and so I'm prepared for such workouts. And today we set off with the goal of hitting 5 statute miles. And at the end of the day, we nailed those 5 statute miles, and honestly, it was a push to get there. You know, the breaks were, you'll go about 45 minutes to an hour, and Tal and I joke about it. We call it NASCAR stops, where he'll pull up 15 or 20 feet ahead of me. He'll pull out a chunk of Navitas or a Cliff Block or Justin's Peanut Butter Cup, and as I come pushing by, he lifts up my frozen ice-covered buff that's covering my face and just puts it right in my mouth, pulls down my buff, and I just keep going. You know, if I stop for more than a minute or 2 or 5 or 10, I get so cold it's almost unrecoverable. So I have to maintain that movement. We were out of the tent for 7 hours today, and we just pushed hard the whole time. And the great thing is my body is very tapped right now, and one of my specialties is recovery. And so all the soreness I feel right now is good soreness. It's the kind of soreness you get after a good workout. There's no pain, nothing negative there. And I'll lay down, I'll get horizontal in about 20 minutes, and I'll wake up in the morning and I'll be recovered, fresh, and ready to do it again and ready to go even further. We're really ramping into the distances that we need to make the pole in the time that we want to make it. So the expedition is off, and I couldn't be more fired up about how it's going and how we're doing out here. Our team, you know, I was talking to Doug and Tal about it today. I could not be here by myself right now. In the way that our team is working together is absolutely incredible. You know, every one of us helping each other out. Where one hand it's ironic where there is no end to another's beginning, if that makes sense. We just are starting to know when to hand things to each other and what we need in our systems and how, and our efficiency is increasing by the minute. And it's just really coming together out here. We're at the bottom of the world, nearly 65-ish miles. I don't know the exact distance. What's the distance? How far are we from the pole right now? 63.8 statute miles from the pole, and every inch that I cover in that direction is an inch closer to the goal.